Alright, we're breaking out the big guns for this lift mechanism. Basically what I decided to do is we use a couple of pretty beefy relays. These are good for 25 amps or something like that. At 28 volts, and we're running on 24, so that should be great. But basically what we're doing is the motor wires off of here, and depending on which relay kicks on, it'll give positive to the opposite side of the motor, so you can contact, this, when this one triggers it's up, and this one triggers it's down, vice versa. And then to control those, I'm just going to use a Pro Mini here, and just connect it into the RC receiver. It will be the one on the actual unit itself. And it's just run a basic bit of code. This is just a bit of test code, just to tell us the outputs that we're getting out of the controller. So it's shooting about 1500 there. If we change it, we can go down to about 800 and up to about 2000. So in here we just write some if statements that if less than 1000, make relay A trigger. If more than 1800, make relay B trigger, and then wire that in, and up and down she goes. Little BEC on here just to ensure that the Mega gets, the Mini gets 5 volts out of the 24 volts of the actual machine. I think I'm going to try and trigger these on 24 volts. It's rated for 12, so I'm not too sure what that's going to do. But I want the lift motor to run 24, and I don't really want to run 2 leads into here. But we'll see. This is what I ended up with. Here's a quick look at the code for anybody who might want to copy it. Focus that and you can print screen or something, because I ain't going to upload it. But pretty basic. In the loop, we check. It's set for 2. It's somebody else's code I started with. So it's set for 2, but we're only caring about CH1. So it basically just prints the value of CH1 after getting it right here by reading the pulse difference, so how long it stays high for, to give you that pulse width modulation. And then it prints it over to a serial monitor so you can debug it and whatnot. And then all it does here is if it's above the certain amount, turn relay A on. If it's below a certain amount, turn relay B on. If it's in between, turn them both off. And then as far as the actual hardware, there's the itty bitty Arduino running it. The 2 relays had to run some MOSFETs in the relays because obviously that thing ain't got enough power to click the solenoids in these, but it turned out pretty good. It's pretty basic, like I said. It's just a dummy remote for testing it, but all the way up, clicks one relay on, all the way down, clicks the other on. And by doing so, the motor output wires here should go directional via 12 volts. Let me hook a motor up too real quick if I have one and see. Otherwise we'll just hook it right up to the thing outside. I just thought about it for a second, taped it up while I was doing that, and I don't need a motor to test it, so I just got the leads, output leads hooked up to the multimeter. That's at rest, and then one direction is minus 12 volts, and the opposite direction is plus 12 volts, which makes sense because we're running off 12 volt PSU. So that should do the trick just fine. And I did put a little servo lead on there so I can just plug it right in. Awesome. Oh yeah. Pretty cool. Got lots of snow here now to try it on. Let's give it a go. Just drop it right out of here. See what happens. I think something broke. No, nothing broke. She's just clicking. Alright. So clearly we need more weight. Oh wow. I just stepped on the back of it. Let's see what I have for weight. Be back. Well, I stood on it to add more weight, which was a bad idea. Probably tell it's now missing a chain. Broke me another chain. Might have to increase chain size. I'm gonna get those other two wheels on it too. In the middle. That'll help. But hopefully I can limp it back in here at least. Good news is the plow lift seems to work fine. Raises and lowers quite nice. Gotta stop standing on it until I get more weight. I mean, better chains, and then more weight. You know, I'm just out here looking at how much snow it actually was pushing when the chain broke. That's darn near up to my knees. That's pretty tall. It's every bit of the height of the plow. Chains broke. Wheels didn't spin. Motors didn't seize or stop. Chain broke. Imagine what that thing will do with some mighty chain. Oh yeah. Anybody who wants to donate to my cause, check out the Patreon link below. Maybe you can help me get some better chain. Anyways, till next time.